Ready to go, man. Working Man Wednesday. So let's go. What you got?
Go fire away.
Hey, Coach, it's David Hood. I saw Justin Ross tweet last night that it was great to get a helmet back on. What's it like to have, 8, even in a limited fashion, back out there? And how much can he actually do?
Yeah, it's great to see him. As I've said many times, it's been awesome to just watch him work. He has grinded, and our medical staff's done a great job. Larry Greenlee has done a wonderful job. He's kind of been his one-on-one guy, just like he was for Mike Williams. And, but you still got to put the work in. And Justin has come so far. Oh, my goodness. He's got his weight back up. He's back, he got cleared to lift weights a few weeks ago. He's been lifting weights and squatting and doing all those things. But he's been running and doing pretty much everything. But this week's the first week they let him start wearing a helmet again. So he's doing all his rehab work and with a helmet. So he was pretty excited to be able to put that helmet on. And we're just trying to kind of get him used to it. Next week, he gets to go to another level. So next week he'll start, he'll be in the dress of the day, and we're going to put him in individual and all of our routes versus air. He can't have any type of contact or anything like that. But he'll be able to start, doing Indy with the receivers, start doing routes versus air with the quarterbacks. And so, I know that'll be a big shot in the arm for him too. And, but he's doing great. He's doing great. And ahead of, I think, where Dr. Okonkwo would have liked for him to be. So I think that's all encouraging. And we just got to keep our fingers crossed. And hopefully, good Lord will bless us with good news in December when he goes back for his big final kind of check with the doctors in Pittsburgh.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor from CUTigers.com. How has the kick coverage been this week? Do you think you've shored things up there?
Field goal protection.
Yes. The protection. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Kick cover's been pretty good, but it's been really good. We worked it actually every single day. We've broken it down into drill work. We've made a couple personnel changes, and it's just all fundamentals of technique. I mean, that's all it is. Really put some bad stuff on tape, and we got to go out and give our kicker confidence that we'll do what we need to do up front. And so it's been good. Put a lot of work into it, and expect us to be much improved.
Hey, Coach, it's Lawton Swan with Clemson Sports Talk. It was announced earlier that Nick Saban has COVID-19, and obviously they got a big matchup. Have you heard that news? And I know you got your thick playbook of your plans. Do you have a plan in place if something like that were to happen midweek for you guys?
Well, I didn't know that. I mean, Ross literally just told me walking over here. So, first of all, I hate to hear that, and but we all know that's just listen, we all know what we're dealing with here. I mean, there's a virus out there. Any of us can get it, and it's not like anybody had any thoughts coming into this season that nobody was going to get the virus. The plan was to try to do everything we could to mitigate it, and we've done that. And it's been, a great season at this point. I know we've had some ups and downs in different places and stuff, and that'll continue. But, best wishes and thoughts for Coach Saban, and hopefully he's going to do well. I'll probably call him later and make sure he's doing good. But certainly hate to hear that, but I'll guarantee you he's got a plan, and I don't know if his wife, Miss Terry's got a plan, but to have him home for a while, that's in the middle of a football season, that's going to probably be a little unusual. But hopefully he'll recover quickly and be able to get back and doing what he loves and he's so good at doing. As far as us, yes, yeah, absolutely, we have a plan for everything.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor again. You all have 5 interceptions in the last 2 games. One of those was Kane Patterson the other night. He's only played 4 snaps in the last couple of games, but just how bright is his future?
Super bright. He's got a lot of time left. He played last year some as a freshman, and simply because of his promise and his football IQ and his toughness and just how quick he kind of picked things up. He was kind of on the borderline, but we ended up playing him. And, this is kind of a free year. So, he's going to have 3 more years after this, so he basically gets that year back, even kind of like a red shirt last year. But if he stays the course, he's going to be a heck of a player. He'll be one of those guys like Spector that, a couple of years from now, you'll be going, dang, where'd he come from? And he's been here the whole time. He's a great kid. He's tough as they come, and got a bright future for us.
Anybody with anything else for Coach?
Dabo, Larry Williams here. How has Joseph Ngata looked so far this week?
He's been solid. I mean, I wouldn't say he's been 100%, but he's getting there. And so, again, it's just Wednesday. Hopefully by Saturday he'll be ready to roll. But he's been practicing. He's practiced every day.
Hey, Dabo, it's Anna with Clemson 24/7. Just because they're playing tonight, thought I would ask this question. Have you been able to kind of keep tabs on Coastal Carolina at all, and what Willie Corn has done there with that offense?
Actually, I have not. I know they beat Kansas. Outside of that, I really do not know. But not surprised with anything that Willie does. I mean, Willie's a great young man and bright mind, and very talented. And, he's got a great future in this business as a coach for sure.
I apologize for asking this again, but I guess if you can see me, you can see I've gone batty here. But if Justin gets a really great report in December, I mean, maybe the earliest we're looking at, maybe spring practice, being able to come out and do some drills, or, is that kind of the time frame?
Well, I mean, I think that's our hope. That's our best case scenario. And it's kind of like where we were with Mike. I don't anticipate him playing football at all, as far as being tackled until next fall. But, I have no idea. I mean, he's doing great. He's doing everything, but being tackled is a whole another question. And that's all up to Dr. Okonkwo whenever he's freed up to do that. But he definitely would be able to get back into spring practice like Mike did and do some things, but still probably wouldn't cut him loose scrimmage-wise or anything like that until later on in the fall. But again, that's all up to the doctors